Okay, so let's take a look. So most of my guys are level 20-something. Sardine Thief is super injured and I can't heal him for some reason. I don't really know why. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so what was the other thing I was going to do? Double check enemy strength is low. Perfect. So we should be strong enough that we can complete the rest of this chapter and dive into the next one. Okay, so Death and Measles Death. Ball of Zenith.
Oh, how could this have happened? It looks like we need to look over our security system again.
Are you the chief? I'm bringing this bureau under our party's control. You should now obey me. Otherwise, we will use force.
Chief, you recognize me, right? I'm the president's son, Death Amazel. I'm still alive. Can you retract the news of my death right away? Please.
I'm sorry.
What?
See? Told you so. You don't have to act so surprised. We all knew this was gonna happen. Big Sis is right. We really should have taught him a lesson by inflicting trauma.
We printed the article about your death under orders of the Corruptiment. We can't retract it, even if you wish us to.
Not even if that person comes and asks? Can't believe this! Then, can you tell my father that I'm here? Then he'll...
The president was made aware of this situation quite a while ago.
Huh? What do you mean?
I sent him the video footage of you cowardly running away and getting knocked out. Along with a note that read, "If you want to keep this video of your pathetic son out of the public eye, stay out of my lord's way."
That's blackmail! Oh my god! That's so nasty, you monster!
It's a reasonable yet effective negotiation strategy. Bring the advantage to your side before the battle starts. It's a basic tactic.
Then... Father knew I was alive!
That's correct. He issued that article knowing that you were still alive. It's just like how a lizard discards its tail to evade danger. Your father is pretty good.
So... Father discarded me?
Don't let this bring you down. Big Sis and Desco are in the same boat. Yeah, kids don't need their parents to grow up, so don't give up on yourself just yet.
It's not like I was in complete denial about this earlier. There's no way that Father wouldn't know about a news article that was issued by the Corruptiment. But I just didn't want to believe it.
To uphold the tenets of the Information Bureau, we can't allow someone who has been reported dead to run around. We have to protect our credibility at all costs. Sir Amazel, are you prepared?
Prescott, you're not going to give up now, are you? Does your existence completely rely on your identity as the president's son, after all?
But Father discarded his only son. I guess he got tired of me. Since his death, I have yet to take a single human soul.
Would you prefer to die?
Die? Me? Right now? No way!
Then fight! You died once, so fight back as if you were still dead!
That sounded like you were making a righteous comment, but something's wrong.
Fight? Against what?
Your daddy, of course.
We may have different goals, but we're all rebels from Hades who wish to take over the regime. Who else would we fight?
You're telling me to fight the Corruptormans? My own father?
The time has come for you to make a decision, rascal. If you choose to die here, I won't stop you. If you choose to live and prove you exist, then come with me.
I...
All right. Yep, and it finally goes dark. I can't figure out the setting to actually turn that off. Ooh, hey, warp. And blue attack. Is this it? Okay, yeah, that looks like it. Now, there's also evade. I don't really care about that as much. Get him, Valvatorez. Okay, I should probably mention this, by the way. Sorry for the couple of days of not uploading. I don't know. There's just so many... Ooh, bloody hole, that's a new one. There's just only so much time in a given day. I can't hit him. Blade Rush? Nope. And I just didn't have time. I don't know. I've been trying to get a bunch of other games done ahead of... Well, I guess really ahead of nothing. I'm just trying to get a bunch of other games done. And Disgaea is, like, my least... I guess it's sort of my least... Bloody hole! Oh, this is weird.
I shall re-educate you!
Okay, I can see it. I got confused. But yeah, I've barely made it anywhere in Disgaea, so I was kind of like, this is probably the best game to just kind of sit around on for a bit. Let's see, what was it? Point. There we go. Plus, I don't know, anything in my JRPG category tends to take the lowest possible priority just because they're so long and there's so much content to them, and generally the views are kind of just middling. I'm always committed to finishing them. It's just gonna take a while. Looking at you, Dragon Quest. Looking at you. I should probably try making some of my own monsters freaking huge at some point. Another day. Let's see. I don't know how much grinding I'd done for this. I should probably reference that or acknowledge that a little bit. What do I have? This should work. That hit them both? Oh, no, big guy's too big. Or, no target? What? What do you mean? Oh, I see. That'll hit them both. There we go. I did a little bit of grinding. I've mostly just been reincarnating the main characters over and over and over again. I tried doing a little bit of item world nonsense. The problem was... I think Valvatorez just got, like, wrecked. Or no, it got stuck. It got bugged out and I couldn't actually complete it because one of the enemies was... I killed all the enemies, but the level wouldn't progress for some mysterious reason. So it was just like, well, I guess we're just gotta quit now. And it wouldn't even let me use a, It wouldn't even let me use a Mr. Gensi exit. I was kind of upset about that. I haven't actually been back in a little while. I guess I'm gonna leave him there, just in the off chance he gets warped up to the upper area. Let's see. What kind of eyes are you looking at, Dragon Quest? Hopeful eyes, tearful eyes, joyful eyes? I guess tired, maybe? I don't really like games that are 100 hours long. I can stomach 50 most of the time. But anything that goes past 50 hours is usually the point where I'm just like, man, this should have ended a long time past. Like, I've had a number of people... So... I don't know how many of you guys pay attention to the YouTube side of things, but I had a poll running specifically asking, like, hey, I want to... let's see. Oh, really? That's stupid.
I'll show you sardine power.
Yeah, it didn't work. I had a poll running asking, like, hey, here's a bunch of games that I'm kind of interested in playing, but also I'm open to suggestions on other games if people have anything. And I had a number of people that have suggested over the past Minecraft one. I wonder why. I'm actually kind of surprised, because I didn't really peg that much of my audience to be Minecraft fans. But I guess that's mainly just because I've never played it before, so I've never really gauged audience interest via views or whatnot. Let's see. But yeah, so I'd ask, like, hey, what do people want? And obviously Minecraft 1 followed by Terraria. I'm not surprised in the slightest by this turn of events, but I got a number of comments from people specifically asking for Dragon Meow. Dragon Meow, let's just... Nope. Really? Target height problem? That's dumb. You're using a bow. Alright, whatever. Just heal Valvatorez, I guess. I guess I could have him just chuck the ninja. That would be the trick.
You'll be my test sample.
Ow! She actually hurts. We're taking damage. What in the... How the hell? Alright, I'm just gonna throw this guy back. Oh, I see. She's doing damage because, blue tile. Got it. We might be more underpowered than I thought we were going to be. Or maybe we just really desperately need that level. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Yeah, because these guys actually hurt. But a lot of people were suggesting, very specifically, Persona 5 Royal Edition. And I can't see myself playing that game again. No matter how much I enjoyed it the first time around, the idea of playing a Persona game a second time through just feels weird and wrong and not super fun.
It's over for you.
And yeah, that's a game. Oh geez, did we already lose all of our magic change weapons? Uh-oh. I guess this took me longer than I thought it was going to. Oh, we still got Impaler Prince. That'll do the trick. Please die. Problem solved. Taking some damage though. But like that is the quintessential game that is just like far too long for my tastes. Let's see. Bombat stick? We'll always have Bombat stick. Well, she might get warped for that, but that's okay. Yeah, that I can understand. Not just the time sink, but the repeated time sink. Why? Yeah, and I'm not really sure. Because it's not that it's a bad game, but anything that got added specifically as a result of the Royal Edition, like, unless like a New Game Plus with all of my pre-existing content over, like, that would just be tough. And so, like, yeah, I get that this is my job and I technically have the time for this sort of thing, but, like, there's so many other games that I could play instead that would be more productive with. Like, finishing this game, Minecraft, another run of Terraria. Oh, hey, that works. Because all of those at least will feel new and interesting as opposed to 90% the same, 10% different. Because yeah, last time I played Terraria, it was kind of like a summoner type. I think if I play it this time, I'll try and go like full physical or something, just for the sake of doing something new and cool.
I'll teach you a lesson. Sardines!
But to go back to the Dragon Quest thing, I am tentatively looking forward to finally sitting down and finishing that at some point. Probably sooner than later. I just kind of committed to playing this again. Because the developers were kind enough to send me a copy, and, you know, that's a thing. I still haven't actually gone to pick up the physical copy they sent me, which I feel a bit bad about. Let's just have her heal herself. Let's see. Essence explains your Fallout 4 runs, which brought you to the channel to begin with. Instead of playing through the same content, you switch it up with mods and stuff. Yup. And so, like, if Persona Royal Edition was, like, from the perspective of the villains, or oh yeah, if it was especially from the perspective of what's his face, Akechi? I would have been 100% down with that. Let's cancel that for a second. We can move her somewhere else where she doesn't get smacked. There we go. Oh, she actually got it. I didn't realize that would do as much damage as it did. Did we, like, break the warp block? Oh, no, we didn't. It's just keeping them all down below. Whatever. Let's see. But yeah, having that like change of content by just modding the challenge and maybe doing something slightly different each time, from zombie survival to trying to just play it as more of a town builder or something like that, or just having it be this like stupid everybody hates you mode. Like, all of those make the game feel different. So even if the gameplay is the same and like a lot of the environments are the same, you still are doing something new and interesting. I guess actually that kind of applies to Disgaea. You know, almost every Disgaea game is functionally identical with minor differences. And you know, you could quibble and say like, no, there's some pretty major differences between them, but not really. They only shake it up a little bit between each thing, but you know, I'll keep coming back because it's interesting.
The chief of the Information Bureau lost? I will never admit that fact. I control every bit of information. Therefore, if I don't acknowledge that I lost, then it means that I didn't lose.
Is that your own personal form of denial?
You're wrong! It's a fact! The information that I release becomes the reality of the Netherworld!
But you lost, so you're just in denial. That's not very final boss-like.
You're wrong! As long as I don't admit it, the fact that I allegedly lost doesn't exist.
Have it your way. I shall simply be forced to destroy you over and over again.
What?
Until you admit defeat, I will use every ounce of power I possess to destroy you hundreds of thousands of times.
Hundreds? Thousands?
Don't underestimate my persistence. I'll give you the real Hades treatment until your soul is broken. Over and over, forever!
Oh, forever?
Wow, how former tyrantly of you. I could really feel the weight of your threat. Yes, I learned a very valuable lesson.
Tyrant? And that power? By any chance, are you Tyrant Valvatorez?
You got that right. That legendary tyrant is still alive and works as a printing instructor.
And what would such a tyrant be up to now? What is your objective?
I thought you'd never ask. Right here, see? On the second line on this article, there's a typo right here.
Please allow me to explain on his behalf. What my esteemed Lord Valvatorez is trying to communicate to your plebeian mind is... we are the rebels of Hades who have stepped forward to usurp the regime. We will send this rotten corruptment and its president crashing down, bring Hades to this world, and teach everyone a lesson.
And I'm gonna be the new president. Desco is gonna be the final boss.
And? What about you, rascal?
I never once thought about who I really was. I always thought I deserved to be respected and obeyed just because I was the son of the president. When they announced that I was dead, I lost that identity and realized something for the very first time. I can't do anything. I'm such a powerless demon. I failed all of my tasks. And as death, I've never even taken anyone's life. Yeah, that's right. I'm a complete failure.
That is absolutely correct.
Good job! You got yourself down pat! That's an impressive self-analysis. You deserve praise for that.
What are you, monsters? Let him finish what he has to say. Go on.
Okay, anyway, I'm fully aware of all that now. But that's why I want to earn the recognition I deserve with my own power. And Measle, the president's son, who used to ride his father's coattails, is indeed dead forever. From now on, I'm gonna carve out a life of my own as Death of Measle. And that is my final answer. When I become a great demon who Pops would be proud of, that's when I'm gonna let the entire world know that I'm alive! Until that day comes, I don't care if everyone thinks I'm dead.
So, you will become a full demon on your own merits, Rascal. Do you promise right here, right now?
Promise, huh? I gotta keep any promises I make, right? Otherwise,
That's right. Otherwise, you will learn the full weight of a promise through severe pain. Will you still make that promise?
I can, and I will! I will become a great demon all on my own!
Good. That's what I like to hear, Rascal. Now become an official member of our party and fight to usurp the regime. In time, you will be able to challenge your father for superiority.
Well, I don't really intend to have to be superior to my father.
Okay. I think I figured out how to stop that stupid darkness stuff. See if I can find it. It says, open the activities overview, start typing, wait. What? That's Ubuntu. I don't give a shit about Ubuntu. It's not that it... I'm trying to figure out why I have this darkness problem. Effectively, what happens is, it's supposed to be going into power saving mode, but I can't find it. Anybody know? Because I'm getting really sick of the, hey, you're not doing anything, let's make it dark, which happens every single time I'm in a cutscene, because I'm not just waggling sticks around. Because that's dumb. Yeah, it ain't any of that. That's sleep mode, but never. Also never. Well, I thought I found it. I guess we'll just go back to the cutscene, and hopefully I'll keep Googling it, because it's not sleep mode.
Tyrant Valvatorez gained another comrade, and took another step towards completing his goal. Measle's vows to part from his old life, only to return as a proud and noble demon, will later be known throughout history as the Vow of the Phoenix, and will have a significant influence on the Netherworld education system. However, at this point in history, another surprising matter still awaits them.
Oh, not only do the rebels count Tyrant Valvatorez among their ranks, but now Sir Measle too. I must report this to the president.
Hold it right there. before you do that, I need you to pay this invoice. Dude. $37,564 hell that drained into the Netherworld due to the Information Bureau neglecting its responsibilities. 53,181 hell for damages caused in Celestia by concealing, forging, and manipulating information. Plus all other illegally obtained profit. I'm here to collect a grand total of 1,192,296 hell. Dude.
You! That awkwardly placed dude. You're not a real Trini, are you? You can deceive an experienced Trini instructor with that farce? Reveal yourself!
You are correct. Not bad. There's an angel inside that Prinny?
Could she be the angel of Avarice?
That's just the stupid nickname that some demons gave to me without my consent. You can call me... How about Volcanus?
How could you? What are you doing in the Netherworld? I thought you died. Artina! We were met with a surprising appearance on our path to usurping the regime.
Who is she? You called her Artina. What do you mean you thought she was dead?
I can't believe some people give sardines a bad rap because they smell bad. It's rather depressing.
Sardines again?
But they do smell bad. They're like super fishy. Who can stand that smell anyway?
Just rinse them really well, and you will taste just how great these fish are. So just rinse them off. Until you're content, then just trick yourself into eating them.
So you have to be tricked into eating them?
Next time, Episode 5, A Tyrant's Pain. Do Japanese sardines have bluebacks? Don't forget the fishy smell.
The more fat on a fish, the more fishier it'll smell.
Okay. Gonna check another setting. We're just gonna live tech support in the middle of this. Let's see. Burn-in reduction. Turn that off. Reduce screen brightness after 5 minutes of inactivity. I did have that on. Well, now it's fixed. Thank you. Because I was Googling. The problem is, Nintendo Switch, especially during the holiday season, is, like, anything related to the Nintendo Switch in the holiday season is effectively like, hey, you want to buy a Switch? Here's Switch games. And I'm like, no, I want tech support, damn it. But yeah, thank you, THX.
Hey, what's with the long face? Tired? Ate too many sardines? Got sardine bones stuck in your teeth?
I'm not tired. I could never eat too many sardines, and the bones have already been taken care of. I'm just thinking over some things. Can you be quiet for a while?
Thinking things over? You? Have you ever done anything that wasn't spontaneous? This isn't like you.
Hey, you, come over here.
What is it? Hey, stop pulling me!
You idiot! Don't you get it? He's thinking about that angel girl.
The angel? You mean the angel of Avarice? Oh, he still hasn't gotten over the fact that he let her go. Well, she did end up stealing all the money from the Information Bureau. Man, her greediness is the stuff of legend.
You're such a child. That's not why he's so out of it. Love must have something to do with his attitude. I can totally sense it. Love? That's a final boss's arch enemy. Disco is getting excited.
Love between a demon and angel? That hat must be rotting your brain. Especially when you're talking about the Tyrant Valvatorez. That's impossible.
My brain is as fresh as it can be. But then, how did he know that angel's name? They must have known each other in the past.
So? Well, that doesn't mean they were in love.
Disco is suspicious, especially since the tyrant let his prey run away so easily. Big Sis's theory is right. Disco stakes her reputation on it.
Well, it's definitely weird, but... So... Is that what love is?
It's love. L-O-V-E.
I see. You know what? I'm starting to think you two are right.
Plus, Mr. Valvatorez shouted that she was supposed to be dead. That means they were separated by death. That was their dramatic reunion. Disco can't stand this as a final boss. It has struck her heart. Forbidden love between a demon and angel. My dream is getting way more exciting.
You're all delusional. Calm yourselves, you little bitches. I'm going to rip your tongues out and feed them to the sludges if you don't.
Somehow that doesn't sound like a joke when it comes out of your mouth.
Of course it doesn't. It wasn't meant as a joke.
He means it, Big Sis. It would be very hard to eat without a tongue. Disco is scared.
You're nowhere close to being a final boss if you're really that scared.
You're not one to talk. Your voice and your knees are shaking like there's no tomorrow.
That angel was just a common thief. Her presence poses no risk to our goals. Right, my lord?
Indeed. However, we can't ignore this matter either. If she's after the Netherworld's money...
We should ignore her. It is your duty to ignore such futile matters in favor of keeping your focus on the big picture.
I see. If you insist, then I agree. So, what shall be our next step?
I already have something in mind.
According to our research, which Sir Fenric ordered us to undertake, we suggest you move on to the mid-level demon area, dude. If you can bring them under your control, you'll gain the support of all the independent voters of the mid and lower levels, dude. That includes over half the Netherworld supporters. And that's all I got, dude.
But that being said, what do you think, my lord?
Mid-level demons. That may actually require a bit more effort this time.
The Corruptorment has put a bounty on our heads after our invasions of the plebeians and the Information Bureau. I expect the Corruptorment will intensify their efforts against us from now on.
Bounty? Seriously? We're wanted now? Disco feels one step closer to becoming a final boss.
Wanted? I bet they're still calling me the fake Ameasle.
Bounty, huh? Interesting. So, how much are we worth?
10,000 hell, my lord.
10,000? That's all? Those bastards! How could they? We'll make them regret putting such a low bounty on us?
They're probably just broke. But as long as my lord is motivated, I'm fine with you keeping it that way.
Indeed. Then let's go! To bring Hades to the Netherworld and teach every living creature a lesson.
Okay, to become the Netherworld president.
To become a magnificent final boss.
To become a great demon and make Father proud.
Their goals are completely different from one another.
That doesn't matter. No matter our goals, there's only one path we each can take. We are more united than ever. To fulfill each of our goals and to usurp the regime, let us bring the bourgeoisie under our control. Episode 5, The Angel of Avarice.
Okay. Cheat stuff, information bureau can be suggested. Cool. Let's go take a look at this. So I think I'm just going to keep putting all of my points. Oh, I don't have any remaining points? Ah, it's dumb. But yeah, 10,000 hell? That's nothing. That is like super chump change. Hell, that's almost enough. Right there from that chest. I don't know. I've been reading too much One Piece. One Piece is freaking good, though. But years later, it's still super good. It's got a couple of issues, but it's still super good. I guess let's buy. What is the best weapon that I can... I'll put that on him. That's a bit of a damage bonus, but it's not huge. Fenrir could use something. Okay, so her sword's pretty damn good. What about Deluxe Fist? It's an upgrade. It's not a huge one. It cost me most of my money. I usually invest mostly in defensive items, just because my raw damage is pretty high usually. Okay. That's pretty good, but let's put it on somebody that can actually use it. Oh. I guess there goes the slippers. I don't think he really needs them. I think it was 11,000 from just those two chests. Yeah, it was. Kind of highlights just how little that bounty is. Like, that actually is insultingly low.